from Denver. It's the home of the Nuggets. We're broadcasting from the Pepsi Center. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Hey guys, what do you think we're going to be looking for in this one from J.J. Hickson?
Well, Hickson is a strong, athletic big man out of NC State. He can definitely finish around the rim. And I think he's improved his offensive game the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, he sure has, Steve, and he's an aggressive player. Loves to throw the ball down and get over the defense. Whenever he gets inside, he's trying to tear the rim down, which is always exciting. Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W against Sacramento. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Now here's Gordon. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Q from out on the wing, he knocks it down. Q's got the first basket of the game for the Pelicans.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass. Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
And finished off by Davis. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over it.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his power game, he's able to power his way off into the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled. And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Holiday, the pass to Q. Davis with a screen on Chandler. Kicks it to Davis. Q, he's guarded by Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Q passes to Steamsma, and he gets it to go. Steamsma's got his first bucket of the night.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Lawson against Holiday. Lawson kicks to Robinson. Chandler goes in. Pelicans pull it in. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Robinson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Chandler's shot, good!
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Q. Got it. Good job in the low post. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
That was an impressive defensive performance. The athleticism, the intensity, the energy, really shutting their opponent down.
And Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive, equal parts hustle, muscle, and smarts.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. Q, he's guarded by Chandler. Q passes to Davis. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Q. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Q's got 6. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Gordon against Robinson. Feeds it to Hickson, and he slams it one-handed.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Holiday. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. And he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. from the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pass to Hickson. He dishes it to Chandler. They get it back. And Fareed kicks to Hickson. No good.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Here's Q. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Fareed. There's the steal. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he's capable of. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And so it's New Orleans with it. After the made shot from McGee. Q. Lawson defending. Back to Anderson. No good from outside.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Tries again. And again, no good by New Orleans.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Robinson goes in. And the shot is good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Smith, the pass to Q. Back to Smith. And he jams it with authority.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Meeks. Now the dish to McGee. Here's Lawson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you look at Ty Lawson. He was drafted in 2009, a draft class.
At the line for 2. Substitution.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Gordon over to help. Here's Foy. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Foy's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver. And you know, for those who used to watch Ty Lawson lead North Carolina back to the title in 2009, he's doing the same things he did back then here in the pros.
That's exactly right, Kevin. An excellent shooter, a really great passer, unbelievable speed, quickness, and vision. But I think it's the change of pace with that blistering speed that really keeps defenders on their heels. He's a perfect fit for the way Denver likes to play.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Anthony Davis is out there with Greg Steamsman. And it's Q in at the 3 slot. Chandler's shot, good.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
There's a screen to the middle. It's stolen by Hickson. Outside for Robinson. And again, it's Denver.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Davis.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
Well,
you know
what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, kid. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Wilson Chandler was one of those guys who decided during the condensed season to play in China. Took him a while to get back to the NBA, and when he did, a hip injury kept him on the sidelines. But last season, he seemed to regain his earlier form.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Robinson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Holiday brings the double team. And so here is New Orleans. And there's the pass to Q. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. And Wilson Chandler, 26 years of age, athletic, physical. The Nuggets gave him a nice 5-year contract on this basis of his potential.
Well, he's one of the players they got in the Carmelo Anthony trade. He's tough, low-maintenance guy, competes at both ends of the floor, and can really shoot the 3-ball well, too. I think he complements what Denver has tried to do here in recent years, playing that up-tempo style and yet maintain that floor spacing in the half court.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
So they take the lead. Steamsma's got 9.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Passes it to Arthur. All sorts of time. That's good. Arthur's got it all tied up now for Denver. The Pelicans have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Hugh, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Dishes it to 4. Here's Fareed. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Q. Fires the 3. Count that one. And it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. He's found a rhythm here in this second quarter, guys. He looks good.
New Orleans leading by 3. They set the pick. Holiday with it. Now Chandler defending. Here's Q. Banked in off the glass. Steamsma's got 11.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, Kev. Well, Q in their last time out against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 24 points, and he played the usual role of running the team's offense and came away with a bunch of assists. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Greg Steamsma. Lawson dishes to Arthur. Lawson against Holiday. Lawson the pass to Fareed. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Pelicans leading by 3. Heinrich with it. Robinson picks him up. Heinrich passes to Q. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Lawson against Holiday. Lawson kicks to Chandler. Now here's Here's Arthur. Tight defense on him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Lawson dishes to Robinson. 1:35 left now here in the second. Back to Fareed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 16. No good from Lawson.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Here's Smith. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Q. To the wing right side. Heinrich hits to Smith. New Orleans moving it around. Q. He's guarded by Chandler. Holiday, the pass to Q. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for New Orleans. Steamsma checked in for Jason Smith. And a tight game here is...
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We got a terrific game going on at Pepsi Center. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against Denver. They look to continue their winning streak. Q in the first half, amazing. High percentage looks in the first half, amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buying. And still in it, the Nuggets hanging around. Tenacious offensive rebounding. Their second chance points are piling up. Ty Lawson has stood out in the early going. He's got 8 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Q.
Yeah, he tore it up on the offensive glass in the first couple of quarters. Love the effort you're getting out of him.
Incredibly persistent, which is what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. I should know. I used to eat a lot of glass in my day.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Lawson out there with Nate Robinson. Then there's Hickson. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. And it's Chandler in at the small forward position. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That one on Chandler. The Pelicans have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Robinson off a pick from Hickson. Robinson goes in. Holiday brings the double team, and Hickson throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And that one's good. Steamsma's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
They had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Chandler's shot, good. Pelicans leading by 6. And there's the call on Chandler. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. My goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Miller's checked in. Davis with a screen on Miller. In low to Davis. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And a chance here to check out the all-time single-season leaders in assists per game. The Utah Jazz's John Stockton, the featured player.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas cracking that top 5. This is one of those stats where you have to credit the teammates, too. You got to have shooters and finishers to complete the play, and those two, of course, played on some great NBA teams.
Miller, no luck. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
Andre Miller is a guy who just doesn't miss games. You know, it's been said before, guys, but I think it's worth repeating. He says the secret to staying healthy in the NBA is don't jump. Stay on the ground. It's worked for him, that's for sure.
Hugh passes to Steamsma. Banked in off the glass. Steamsma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
The Nuggets trail by 8. We're going back to Miller and Clark. You know, you're talking about this. Not a leaper, but he is strong. One of the best post-up point guards.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Lawson dishes to Robinson. He kicks it to Hickson. Great D that time from Steamsma. New Orleans leading by 10. Hugh covered by Miller. Hugh. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 10 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Kept alive. Fareed. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, when he came out of college, the one thing you knew with Kenneth Fareed was he was going to give you a lot of hustle. Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that into the league with him. He attacks the ball, he attacks the glass, plays hard on every possession.
That's just the kind of player he is. It's in his nature. He can't help but hustle after missed shots, and he's willing to battle for rebounds and loose balls with anybody. There's no backing down with Fareed. Snatched up. Second shot opportunity. Oh, that's blocked. Hugh, Fareed defending. And Davis, here we go. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Fareed's got space. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 6 assists here tonight.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Hugh passes to Davis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Davis has got 14 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
New Orleans making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He said to his players, we can do a lot of damage if we get more aggressive about driving the lane and taking it into the teeth of this defense. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Lawson against Heinrich. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Hugh passes to Davis. Here's Q. Another one falls for New Orleans. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
You also can't open.
And there's the foul. It's on Q.
And that's a hard call to swallow, given where he is with fouls.
Well, Steve, you can tell he isn't happy about it, but he needs to make sure he doesn't go too far with the official. And guys, we're going to see a technical foul here, I believe. The officials do not like that. And then out.
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just got to stay aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Q.
Yeah, man, I'm glad something good came out of it. Y'all was not happy being back here while y'all were out there taking care of business. Thanks, man.
You got ejected tonight for arguing a foul call against you. Can you tell us what that was all about?
It really felt like some of the calls that were going against me tonight were coming out of nowhere, man. After that last call, I got frustrated and voiced my displeasure a little more loudly than I probably should have. I need to be more careful with that kind of emotion, and tonight I paid that price.
The fasten seatbelt sign is now illuminated. Please buckle up and prepare for landing. Welcome to Salt Lake City.